All aboard!
Hi, this is Pastor JoJo, and welcome to Let's Go to Church. We are visiting Pastor Roscoe Perry down in Mount Carmel in Athens, Georgia. Sit back and relax. Let's go to church.
Pastor Roscoe Perry, pastor of the First Mount Carmel Baptist Church in Appling, Georgia. Welcome to Let's Go to Church.
Press in your presence, behold the beauty of your face. If I can just press in your presence and never leave this place again. If I can just press in your presence and leave all my cares behind me, I will be whole, I'll still believe, I will just lay at your feet, for I will be whole, I'll still believe, I will just praise at your feet, right here in your presence. Somebody come on and tell the Lord you want to press a little deeper.
Hi, this is Pastor JoJo, and welcome back to Let's Go to Church. It's a pleasure to be down at Mount Carmel Baptist Church with Pastor Roscoe Perry.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, my brother?
I am great.
For the folk that don't understand, I call him like that because he's a spiritual father to me as a big brother, teaching me, and in the past year I always had my back and support in the ministry. And for the folk that don't know who you are as a man, who don't know your character, and don't really just know Roscoe Perry, and they drive by your church every day, and let the folks know, sis, a little bit about yourself and the vision that God has given you.
I pastored here at Mount Carmel for 24 years. It has been a joy. We transitioned from a two-Sunday church to a full-time ministry. Again, just striving to be relevant in the community and give people a fresh look at what God is really expecting of them. God has, again, shown us favor in terms of He's given us increase. He's blessed us. Even though we're out in the rural and the other side of Columbia County, off of Highway 150, we're out here just trying to, again, lift up Christ. And God, He's been faithful. As, the Bible said that we lift Him up, that He will draw. And He's done that. He's been drawing, and we just give Him honor, praise, and glory. I try to make the ministry holistic. I try to kind of reach our community where their needs are. And again, be relevant to the needs of our people, and try to share God and make God real in their lives. And I always say that our church is not a perfect church. We're just striving. I'm not a perfect man. I'm mere mortal flesh, just striving to do what God would have me to do. And I take that very seriously. I think the ministry is full-time. It encompasses my life. It's what I do from the beginning of my day to the end of my day. And I do it without any hesitation. And God has been good. God has been faithful. He told me 24 years ago when I came to Mount Carmel to be faithful, that if I would just be faithful, that He would bless. And so that's what I've tried to be diligent.
I like it. I love that. And I tell you what, we got to pay a little bit of bills, but we'll be right back after these words with Pastor Roscoe Perry. We'll be right back.
Now you can order the complete first season of The Bishop's House on DVD. Don't wait, don't delay, order today. That's 14 episodes, y'all, packed in 3 volumes. You can order each volume individually for $10, or you can buy the whole set for $25. Save 5 and give a high five to your neighbor. Listen, y'all, make your house the Bishop's house. We love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
So come on down to Uncle Ray's. We'll be happy to see you.
McDonald's wishes you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it.
I just want to tell everybody Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I'm David Satcher with Jim Satcher Motors in Johnston, South Carolina. Y'all have a good one.
Hi, this is Sean Thomas of Deshawn Seafood in Clearwater, South Carolina, wishing you and yours a happy holiday season. And don't forget to ask about our all-you-can-eat crab legs.
Hi, I'm John Kitchens. I'm Sean Doe of First Class Motors. And we like everyone in the CSRA to know, if you don't go first class, you get less than you deserve.
We extend to you glorious greetings from the Bethlehem Baptist Church here in Graniteville, South Carolina, where yours truly, Pastor James Abraham, is the overseer. We would like to invite you to come and share with us in our services. We have upbeat, contemporary, as well as traditional music, but there's something missing from our church. And let me ask you, can you tell me what it is? Look with me. You are. Once again, I'm Pastor James Abraham, Bethlehem Baptist Church here in Graniteville, South Carolina. We look to see you here.
Sometimes bad things happen to good people. We can help you. Drive your light new car home today with guaranteed financing. With like new cars and guaranteed financing, why go anywhere else? Guaranteed Auto Sales.
From all of us here at Gary's Hamburgers, we appreciate all of your business and want to take this time to wish you and your families
Merry Christmas from Gary's Hamburgers.
Good hometown folks.
With good hometown cooking.
Welcome back to Let's Go to Church. I'm telling you, I love the vision. There's two more questions I want to ask you. And the first question that I want to talk to you about is about the youth of tomorrow. And if there's a lot of young folks out in the Appleton area that don't have church home and they, just don't want to go to church because they've heard so many different stories about church. Tell the folks out there in the land something that Mount Carmel is offering the young folks and what y'all doing to try to make the young folks be a part of the church.
I have a passion for young people. I feel that really the church sometimes we lose our young people in terms of our liturgical setup. Sometimes we get too liturgical. I mean, we get too systematic and too programmed. We live in a different time. We live in a different time. Our children. We are ministering to a generation now who is not forced to go to church. Our generation was forced to go. Forced to go to Sunday school. You didn't have no vote in it. You did it, and that was it. If you didn't do it, you got chopped. Okay? So it was a decision that you made. You made your bed hard, you laid in it. So, but what I think the church has to do, and what we try to do, is again make it relevant for these young people where they are, and sometimes that is allowing things like dance, dance ministry, the mind ministry, allowing them to have social events with a Christian emphasis so that they can understand it's all right to have a good time, but you don't have to be vulgar in that. And sometimes in the church setting, we throw people away from any secular music, any jazz or whatever, and everybody's got to be singing Jesus Keep. I love that, but I love all music. I love jazz as well. And so I understand that the Bible said that God came to give us life. And give us that more abundantly. And a lot of times what we do is we make church so boring and so just out of sync with the times with our kids. And what we're starting to do here at Mount Carmel, we just got the screen, trying to be more visual. This is a visual generation. Their Bibles are on their phones now and all that kind of thing. And they're just used to looking up into things, whether it be movie screens or their iPads or whatever. So now we try to do that in church. And give them something to look at in terms of their worship and how they relate to God. So what we're basically saying is that everybody don't have to relate to God the same way. You do you. That's it. And again, allow God to speak and manifest himself in your life. And so we try to bring it to them in different ways, the young people in different ways to, again, be a blessing in their lives.
I love that. I love that. I tell you what, we're going to leave that thought and we'll be right back after these words with Let's Go to Church. Hi, this is Pastor JoJo, the CEO of GirlNetwork.tv. Listen, we'd like to thank you and welcome you to our network. It's a gospel 24 hours, 7 days a week. That's right, 24 hours, 7 days a week. You heard it here first. Listen, if you're a portrait, you're a preacher, you're a pastor, if you're a songwriter, and you need an outlet to get people to see your work, to see your music, to hear your music, this is the place. All you have to do is look at the bottom of the screen and contact us. But remember, this is worldwide, not just the States, but worldwide. And also saying that, we need your help. We need your support to keep spreading the gospel. So you see the button at the bottom. Contact us and make your contribution so we can keep spreading the word of God. All you pastors out there, we have something called a preacher porch. And yes, that's right, preacher's porch. And that way you can always find your pastor that you are looking for in whatever city. And guess what you can do? You can look him up on video, read about his bio. It's so much that GirlNetwork.tv is doing. And for your local artists and everything, hey, call us. We want your videos. We want your information. That's right. I have rolled up my sleeve because it is time to go to work. But not just here at Girl Network. It is time for us as a world, as a nation, to go to work and spread the gospel. Listen, we thank you in advance for your support. We thank you in advance for letting the gospel be heard by you tuning in with your iPad, your iPhone, and yes, your website, computers, whatever you may be using. Cut it on, spread the word, email your peoples, let them know about www.girlnetwork.tv. And until we meet face to face, I was saying here, we love you and there's nothing you can do about it. But my favorite two words is trust God. We'll see you. We're back. I tell you what, I love young folks. I love to let them know, man, they just got to keep dreaming and go for their dream. But one thing as I observe in the churches a lot, and we still have them senior citizens. So my next question is for the senior citizens out there, the pillar, the rock of the church, and they don't have a church home and they can't get out and about. What are some of the things that y'all is offering the senior citizens?
Well, that's a good question as well, because in our congregation, the demographics goes from our little children, our middle age, our teens, our young adults, and then we have, you know, a generation of people who are 60 to as far as 90, 95 years old, who actively come to church. And so I have to be sensitive to all of those areas. And one of the things that we do is we have a Bible study, a noonday Bible study on Wednesday. Most of our seniors come. I have about 20 seniors that gather together every Wednesday at 12 noon. I tell them 12 noon, and in the middle of the day, middle of the day, in the middle of the week, we share. And they come religiously, and they look forward to sharing with each other. They also look forward to the opportunity to fellowship. We also take them on little trips and things. We have one of our facilitators, Miss Tina Germany, who helps to facilitate our senior saints, is what we call them. And so they do little outings and things like that. They go out, eat dinner, go to the movies, or just different things throughout the year to kind of keep them together. They've also had a ball, a dance, you know, for that age group, which turned out to be really good as well, because again, we did that with our younger group, and so I want to do it also with our senior saints, and it went off really, really well. And so we don't want them to feel that we've thrown them away as we try to transition into the 21st century, because that is necessary, that we transition into the 21st century, but not leaving grandma behind. We also have to be inclusive with them. So we try to keep open communication with them and their needs. We also do a brown bag ministry that helps them as well. You know, some of them living just strictly off Social Security. And so the brown bag gives them little toiletries or little foods and that kind of thing. We do that once a month as well. So it serves the needy as well as some of our seniors. So all of that kind of helps us in terms of connecting and keeping a connection with our senior saints. Because I realize, I'm in a church that is 139 years old right now. And I have members who have been here for 90 of those years. That's a long time. So basically everything that we do is standing on their shoulders. And so we acknowledge them. At Christmas, we acknowledge them. We bring them in. They have a gathering. We give them a little gift. And they really, really enjoy it. They look forward to it. And I think that it's vital. I think it's important to our ministry that we let them know that they are still relevant in our lives, even as we transition into the 21st century and try to be relevant to the children as well as to our senior saints.
I like that. But I tell you what, the last thing I'm gonna have to say, you know, I ain't gonna go to a break because I want to come right in with this right here. A lot of times there have been a gap between younger and older preachers, and it looked like it's studied widening out. You know, it's not coming closer together. What is one of your solution? You know, I know there's a whole lot of them that, you know, we can talk about, but what is one of your solutions that can help us to come together?
Well, it's communication. I have one of my good friends in Atlanta. He's a 92-year-old ex-pastor, and I converse with him 2 or 3 times a week, just talking with him. And some of my ideas are outlandish for him. He hears, he says, man, I wouldn't do that. You know, but I understand the culture that he's coming from. But I try to share it with him and just kind of bounce it off him and see where he is. And sometimes we agree, sometimes